Scam calls? He answers them all.
Sounds scam.
May I beg your pardon? What do you mean by scam?
It's Special K's Telemarketer Turnaround
So you're a beautiful boy.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Everybody told me that.
on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRVE.
My favorite. I love it when the telemarketers get a hold of
And
you.
usually I'd be giving out information, Kevin, on how people can get in touch with you for a prank, but you don't need that for this because they find you.
So today they found me about final expenses. I think they're calling me about this because I usually use an elderly voice. Why do I do that? Because they don't like to talk to younger, smarter people who get it that they're trying to screw you.
Are they trying to sell you like a
Okay.
funeral plot?
They're trying to sell me everything, that, and more.
Oh.
Now, this is going to start out with a very astute AI lady, and she's going to try to interpret my...
Interpretate?
Girl,
That's a new word.
No.
I like it, though.
Interpret my responses, and you'll hear how that goes before she passes me on to the gentleman who continues to sell me some things.
Are you between the ages of 50 or 80?
Yes,
How old are you?
69.
Great.
Then
How's the weather where you're at?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's been raining all day. It's very sad. Why are you laughing at me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. You're qualifying just fine. So let me quickly bring one of our insurance specialists on the phone.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you so much for staying on the line. My name is Jason Reed. I'm the Senior Benefits Coordinator. Who do I have pleasure of speaking with?
Jason.
It's Stanley.
And how's your day going so far?
Oh, God. It's been a hobgoblin of horrors. I woke up with my pants around my ankles, sticky hands, and a package of room temperature honey buns in each hand.
All right, perfect. No worries. So meet myself. I'm the Senior Benefits Coordinator in the state of Texas, and we're on recorded line today. And we talk about the state-approved whole life final expense insurance. My first question is to you, how long you been there in Texas?
Well, all my exes live in Texas, so I've been here for about 112 years. You want to schedule my death?
Oh my gosh.
No, I said I can qualify you for a final expense life insurance, which covers your funeral, burial, cremation, and other final expense. Nobody's dying today. God forbid if something happened to you, this insurances cover all of your expenses. All right?
Oh, hell. I was hoping to get on your calendar. I'm looking to make it look like a freak sexy accident. Something with, pink Crocs and a penguin. I'll pay you.
I'll pay
No,
you.
no. These are the codes, the benefit saving. You can see how much the policy costs you. Sounds good?
I thought it was free to die, but what you're saying is it's going to be
Free to die.
expensive.
Yeah, the cost of funeral, burial, cremation goes up day by day,
But if I wanted to make it my time, say next week,
Oh, man.
but before my dentist appointment, actually, I really hate the dentist.
Well, this is, nobody knows about the time. If you are
No,
saying that you know about the time, then it's totally wrong because people are,
I
just
could
waiting
do-
for the time
sir.
when the Lord God calls us back home.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
I could do next Wednesday if you'd like.
What do you want to do?
The deed.
Go ahead. What do you want to do next week?
Well, if I told you, you'd probably want to leave your wife and come live a life of pink Crocs, penguins, in beautiful Baytown. We even have goat yoga.
Okay, so what do you want me to do for you? Because they transfer you over to me.
Yes, sir. Well, you were going to pay for my burial and my cremation and my funeral, and I was hoping we could do it on Wednesday, preferably in the morning, because in the afternoon I have goat yoga.
I don't understand you. What do you mean, right? What are you trying to say?
Well, what I'm
I'm
saying
paying
is
for your funeral.
No, I'm saying.
Why I
No, I'm
pay for
saying.
your
So,
funeral?
okay, yes, sir. But what I was saying is, it's goat yoga. They have it here in Houston, and you go and you do yoga, and the goats, they run all up on you. And
Okay, I will let you go. Okay, just take it easy. Just take care of yourself because you don't know what we're
I enjoyed
talking
our conversation. No, sir, please don't leave me. Oh God, another one.
Wow.
What were you asking
For sure,
of him?
that first thing was AI. That's why she's like,
that was fun.
That happens at fast food places sometimes.
Really?
The AI?
You hear then the voice, then, hello, what would you like to order? It's the other
Oh,
person.
yeah, the machine
the
is
greeter
like
is the AI.
It tries to
Welcome Wendy's.
anticipate what you're going to say.
We'll be right with you.
No, it's like that, like that.
That's It's at the salad place that they do that. Have
do
you
that
know that
too?
Have you been to that
I
salad
always
place
drive by
yet?
it. I always think of
Yes.
Kevin. Heights.
Yes, salad and go.
Salad go-go, or what's it
I
called?
love to call it salad to go. I think it's called salad to go.
Salad go.
Salad to go.
But you were asking him to basically help you die?
Yeah.
Control the death date.
Yeah, he was not.
Choose the death date. Because he was
What's with
trying to tell you.
The pink
you know,
Crocs and penguins?
I mean, hey, we've been talking. We had the Penguins here yesterday.
That's a beautiful, if you want to see Kevin get emotional.
Yeah.
He wasn't drinking, and he was
cute.
'cause the Penguin Dundee came right up to him. It's on KRB socials. It's on KRB's Facebook page even. The video is really cute. I can just see how happy you were, Kev.
The penguin came right out of the cage and went right to me. And then when it got to me, it fluttered its little arms like it was like, hey, what's going on, bro? Nice to meet you. And he hugged up on me. Oh, God, my heart melted.
It
They
was
do
so
seem
cute.
affectionate, don't they?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I would
Well,
like to
here's
give
the interesting
MVP to
thing.
Roula, by the way, for that segment. Because she's the only one that kept focused on the show. Everybody,
Squirrel.
everybody
I know.
was over there. I'm like,
Penguin was in the room
I'm
and
like,
we lost the whole show.
everybody, hey, we got a show to do.
And listen, and Dundee is so personable that when he's done, because Dundee backed into his crate way in the back and was like, no,
I've had enough.
I'm not coming back out.
Yep.
You can close the door now. We're done.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
I'm
that's
done
fine.
dancing for you clowns.
The only picture I got of Dundee by the time y'all had fawned all over him was him in the back of his crate, like, no,
Yeah,
no
okay.
paparazzi pictures, please. Get out of my face. It's time for me to go back to Moody Gardens. Anyway, you can contact Kevin if you'd like, krve.com/prank call requests. And it's more of a gift to us when the telemarketer farm calls him. Coming up next, people reach out to us at krve.com and direct messages on Instagram and all kinds of ways because they're looking for closure on a relationship, whether it was a romantic relationship, a friend relationship, a work relationship. If somebody that you had in your life has totally ghosted you and you can't seem to make a mark with them, they'll answer Eric's calls.
Now, Eric, you sent me a little note that this is kind of almost the exit interview concept. She dated somebody and then they broke up and she wants answers.
I just think it'd be fun. Everybody has that relationship. You always wondered what happened.
Yeah, what went wrong?
Like everybody wants to know, like what did I do wrong, or did I do anything wrong?
Now, because Eric does some vetting beforehand, you did
At least he tells us he does.
slip me a little note that we should probably say parental discretion
Yes.
is advised.
I mean, I know it's the
because-
holidays
Okay.
coming up. And
Well, what's making
Things-
this one be a parental discretion? What's the vibe you're getting from this?
well, you'll see.
Oh, Lord. Okay, all I know is that you contact us if somebody has blocked you, if somebody has ignored you, if you've lost touch with someone and you just can't seem to get a hold of them. They don't answer your phone calls or texts, but they'll answer Eric's.
There's ways.
And then we'll put you together on the phone. You tell us what happened in the initial relationship that caused the rift, and then we conference in that person that's not talking to you and see what the story is, right? So let's get Leslie on the phone and get the story. Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, Leslie. So who is it you're seeking closure from this morning?
I am looking for closure from my ex, Luke.
How long has Luke been your ex, and how long did y'all date before he was your ex?
We haven't spoken in 2 weeks, but we dated for 10 months.
Ooh.
10 months.
Who did the breaking up? Who did the breaking
long.
up?
He did. He just called me and, he texted me saying, we need to talk. And everyone hates text. It's a terrible text to receive. And I called him, and then he just broke up with me over the phone right there.
How did he say it, Leslie?
Yeah, what was the excuse?
He just said, I'm not in the right place for this relationship anymore, and I don't think that this is going to work out for me.
And then did you try and get a word in or he just hung up?
Oh, yeah, I try to get a word in, and I've been texting him every single day because we were literally in a loving relationship. We saw each other 5 times a week, and I really thought this guy was the one, and then he just calls me and says that, and then zero communication.
Have you reached out and he just didn't respond to you?
I would love to say that I didn't reach out to him, but I've reached out to him literally every single day.
And that's why he's on here, because you've done that a lot.
Yeah, he's probably like, you need to leave it alone.
The reason that I'm doing this and calling you guys is because we used to listen to you guys together. It was something that we did together. So I'm just hoping that you guys can help me figure out what's going on.
All right, we got Luke on the line right now.
Yep, he's ready to go.
And he obviously knows why he's here, because he heard everything, and he knows closure because y'all listen to it all the time on podcast. So, Luke, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Well, Luke, you heard that. I mean, why don't you give her some answers to all these questions? It's like you just called her up and broke up with her and never said anything else.
Yeah, we dated for 10 months. And it was a very passionate relationship. But like the last 2.5 months of our relationship, it went to the Sahara Desert, like nothing, absolutely nothing. And, you know, I had a lot of thinking to do. Every single time I try to initiate, every time I try to do something like romantic, no, nah. So, you know, I had a lot of thinking to do about, like, is this the kind of relationship that I want to be in long term? And we hadn't even been together a year. It wasn't an easy decision, but it was a decision that I needed to make.
Why couldn't you have just told me that on the phone when I called you many, many times after you broke up with me? You didn't. That is the most explanation than you've given me in the past 2 weeks. Like, you've said nothing.
That's not even true, because we had talked about it beforehand, and I told you this was a deal breaker for me.
I told you that I'm on medication that suppresses my urges, and I communicated that with you.
So is that a temporary thing or is that a permanent thing?
I don't know. My doctor told me it may suppress your urges for the first couple of months, and then we'll see where we're at. So that's literally, I communicated exactly what the doctor said. I told him, and you seemed fine with it.
So how long had it been, though, Luke, like for you to want to end the relationship? Like you said, y'all dated 10 months. So at the 6-month point, was she on the medication? Like, okay, it's been 4 months. I don't think it's going to get any better. I'm out.
It was like the 7-month mark, 7.5 months.
Okay, so you guys had not been intimate for the last couple of months?
Yeah, months.
I mean, I understand if that's how you feel. The only problem I have is that you didn't tell her.
We had already kind of talked about it. It should have made sense.
Okay, listen, I'm going to say something that's not popular opinion, I think. People are going to be surprised I'm saying this. But Luke did call her to break up with her. And a breakup is a break up. You probably pushed him away further by calling him all the time if he already wasn't locked in anymore.
Yeah, because I thought I was going to marry him. That's what's so horrible about this, is because I called him every single day, but I saw him every single day for the past 10 months.
Wow. Luke, how do you feel about that? Did you ever look at her as like future wife?
I was still figuring that out. We hadn't even been together a year, and I think she was rushing that in terms of emotions, but I was like still settling into the relationship.
It was medicine that did that to her. It wasn't like she just decided to not.
Yeah, it's not that she doesn't care for you.
Leslie, Luke has done you a favor because
what?
If he was locked in with you, emotionally connected and into you, then your medical situation he would have been more like,
he'd be able to see past that
and been like, baby, don't worry about it. We'll get past this hump. I'm in it for the long run. But that was the first little speed bump. It spooked him. He wanted out. He showed you who he was. So technically he did you a favor, even though it really hurts.
In the long run.
Yeah, because you don't want him to bail if something more serious came along.
Yeah, a husband is going to stand by your side in sickness and in health. And at the first little sign of there being a problem, he bailed on you.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's just, I really thought I knew him. I thought I knew you, Luke, but I guess I didn't. So you're right. Maybe you did do me a favor because I communicated where I was at and you were okay with it, and then you broke up with me.
Like, it doesn't feel good, but he showed you who he was, and and I appreciate, Luke, that you even came on the show to tell us what you told her, because everybody wants answers.
Everybody wants closure. That's why we do this.
And
well, how else was I going to get her to stop calling me?
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, if it's every day.
That's not nice.
And listen, Leslie, you do need to back off on that now. I mean, you've been on this with us now.
Trust me, I'm backing off. I got all the answers I needed, so consider it done.
Sorry it didn't work out, but I appreciate the information, Luke, and Leslie, best of luck to whatever's next for you, okay, hon?
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah,
I mean, it really does suck, though, that, I mean,
nobody wants to be rejected, but yes.
He did do her a favor because, just like you said, he showed his true self. I mean, you stand by your mate. If they're having a medical issue, that is probably the last thing on their mind that they're worried about.
Well, if they're having a medical issue and you don't care enough about them,
that sucks.
Nobody wants to be in a vulnerable position and have the person that's supposed to be their mate not care about them. So if he was going to bail out, he bailed out at the first opportunity. It wasn't the fourth or the fifth.
Like in TV shows where the person wants to break up with them, but then they get in a wreck or something.
And then they're stuck in it.
Yeah. Or
and they feel bad.
They find out they have cancer or something. And they're like, oh, great. Now if I break up, people are going to think it's because of that.
Oh, yeah. But that would be the biggest mind screw if you're in love with somebody and they unfortunately passed it, they got in an accident, and then you found out that they were going to dump you.
Somebody texted, I'm a woman, and Luke did the right thing, absolutely. As a woman, she is rushing him, and she's needy. He tried telling her. If that was my son, I'd be like, run away from this lady.
I don't think she was being needy. I mean, she's on medicine right now. She's going through some kind of a procedure, a process, and he wasn't there for her.
Look, it wasn't for him. He just wasn't that into her. Just because we lose interest in somebody doesn't make you a villain. I
don't think he's a bad person.
You know,
Just
right?
wasn't right
it's
for
about
her.
how you exit. And didn't he tell her? He didn't just ghost her. They had an actual exit. Like, it was a conversation, and she wouldn't let it go. So it's not always, we're not here to vilify the person we're calling about closure, but sometimes it is that person doesn't exit the right way. And we're like, why would you do that? Why would you not say something?
It's never a right way because someone's getting their feelings hurt.
Somebody's going to get
no matter
hurt
what.
regardless.
You think you're doing the right way by meeting them, and then they get mad. Wait, you brought me all the way over here to have lunch with you for you to dump me? You could have just done that on the phone. Okay, then I dumped you on the phone. Wait, you dumped me on the phone? You could have done a face-to-face?
You had to
send me
be
a
dumb.
text.
You can't
That's
win.
all I got. I wasn't even worth a face-to-face. Okay,
Well, that's what I wanted to ask.
let's go have dinner and I'll face-to-face break. You brought me here to break.
I'm telling you, you can't win.
Because, Roula,
You came to my house.
You've been through a situation where you had to break up at a restaurant.
Oh, my God. And all I could think about was how good the salad was that I couldn't eat.
Did you at least take it home?
So mad. Why did I order the salad? I want it so bad. It's so rude if I eat it. It's so terrible. That's how you know the guy's not for me. I cared more about the salad
You
than the
broke up
dude.
before the eating.
Well, I remember walking up and I'm thinking, why are we ordering food? This is not going to go well. Like, we're going to just sit here and stare at this food. And I know exactly what I'm about to do. It was so awkward.
So you dumped him.
Yes, I
So
told
it's her
him.
fault. She knew what was going to happen.
But did he have any clue
It's like
that
I
it was
couldn't
coming?
Stop it. No, he knew it was coming because he knew why I was dumping him. I was dumping him because we had gone out with his friends.
Oh, I
he
remember
got
this.
totally drunk, and then he left that bar in his car. And I was like, you are going to kill somebody. You are going to kill yourself. I would not talk to him. And then I told him we're not going to see each other anymore. And then he came over to my house to say, well, give me another chance. I go, no, I absolutely do not tolerate drunk driving. I do not tolerate that. You could have bullet killed somebody out of that parking lot. So he already knew. He already knew he was in trouble.
Why did he
And I
even
was
agree to come to the restaurant then?
Because he wanted to talk to me. He
Thought he
really
could-
wanted me to hear him out.
Were we somewhere too? And he
Thought
showed
he
up.
could convince you.
Yes.
Sullivan's or something.
It wasn't
And then he
Sullivan's.
left?
No, that's another guy.
Oh,
I don't remember Sullivan's.
I was trying to get that guy's car towed.
That was Ryan's hangout.
I used
back
to
in the
love
day.
Sullivan's.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had that drink called the Knockout.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were so
That was
good.
Ryan's drink. Like, hey, ladies, want to come over here and have some knockout juice? I'm
No,
like, dude, that's not a good
that
line.
sounds horrible.
I know. I'm like, why you
Actually,
say that?
actually, they have that drink now at Del Frisco. They just relabeled it. It's because they were owned by the same people,
company, yeah.
and it's called the VIP. And you got to be very careful with those drinks because they do not taste like alcohol at all.
Capital Grill has the pineapple one. What do they call it? The Soli Doli.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'll try that
Capital
this
Grill has the
weekend.
pineapple. It's a bunch of pineapple that they soak in vodka.
It's like, let me
Yeah,
take notes
same
on this.
concept.
Yeah, it's called the Stoli
Same
Doli.
concept, yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Okay, well, anyway, don't drink and drive. And also communicate when you want to break up with someone. That's what we've learned today.
Be responsible.
Okay, coming up next, we're going to do Celebrity Scoop. I have a chance for you to see Derek Huff. Derek Huff is coming to Sugarland, the Smart Financial Center. We've got tickets for that.
We have
And
a special guest coming in. Her name's Shauna, and she's doing something really cool for Texas Children's.
because tomorrow we're going to be live at
Yep.
Texas Children's all
She wrote
day
a cool book. She'll tell you the whole story, and how proceeds to this book
from the book.
from the book are going to Texas Children's, and why she's involved with them. It's really cool.
That's
So,
awesome.
let's bring her in here.
Local Houston author.
Yeah.
Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
From the big screen to the big house.
Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
Now, we usually do Celebrity Scoop here, brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, and part of the scoop is going to be a little gift for you. If somebody in your life, or perhaps you are a huge fan of Derek Huff's, we've got tickets to go see him at the Smart Financial Center on December the 13th. So just be caller 10 at 833-390-KRBE, and we'll hook you up with a pair of those tickets to see Derek Huff and his fantastic dancing. at Smart Financial. We are going to put a little local spotlight on the Celebrity Scoop today. We have an author in studio. It's a mama. Her name is Shauna Keys, and she has come to us because it's tied into what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are live at Texas Children's Hospital. It's going to be the third year we're doing Houston's Little Heroes. We take our show out of our studio into the hospital. We're there from 6 to 1, broadcasting live. And then Kevin Quinn and Audrey Rose will take over, and we're going to be there all day raising money. Every dollar we raise stays right here in Houston for Texas Children's Hospital.
That's what I love about it. All of it right here into the community.
Yeah, and you can jump on board and just donate early if you want. Text 51555 in the text field, write KRBE, and from there you can make a donation even right now. So who is Shauna Keys, and what is this book she's written? How is it connected to Texas Children's? Well, let's find out. Hi, Shauna. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Your son Asher is here with you.
Say good morning, Bubba.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Asher. So the book is called The Adventure of Asher and the Rocket. And I got to tell you, it is beautifully illustrated.
Thank you.
It's so sweet.
Rocket is his teddy bear because I see he's holding a bear.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so tell us, Shauna, the story of what was the origin of you creating this book and how is it related to Texas Children's? Say again?
I'm sorry. Can you ask that again?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. How did this book come about related to Texas Children's?
Oh, because he was born at Texas Children, and one of the ways that we bonded, because a lot of times you can't hold your baby in the NICU.
Because he was early. So his original due date was when, and when did you have him?
His original due date was August 19th, and I had him May 13th.
Wow.
That hit around Mother's Day?
It was on. That's the funny part. So his dad did all these things for Mother's Day because it was my first Mother's Day, right?
Yeah.
Asher decided to be the ultimate Mother's Day gift and
show up that day.
Yeah. He was like, oh, so thank you. This is great.
So he's born at 26 weeks, obviously has to go to the NICU.
Mm-hmm.
And how many days was he in the NICU?
He was there 103 days.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow. And we always say, oh my gosh, angels walking the planet, NICU
I'm
nurses,
telling you.
and all holding your babies and comforting the moms and the dads. So this is about the adventure of the NICU,
Yes.
Asher and Rocket.
It's his story about from his perspective of just having to be in the NICU and the things that they experience, from the moments where you have to leave your baby for a little bit, maybe to step away, and what that feels like. And in the story, he's saying like, oh, this is sad. Like, it was all these things going on throughout the day. My parents are here and all these things are going on. And then at night, it's like, oh, well, no one's like, it's quiet now.
Yeah.
And Rocket ended up coming about because my father actually, I remember when he came early, I was like, we were not prepared for this. We hadn't had his baby shower or anything. So I'm like, we need blankets or something. And my dad his popo brought his Rocket and he followed him the entire time he was there. So whatever bed he switched to, whatever he did while he was there,
Rocket was with him.
Rocket was right there with him.
So sweet. The thing I love about this book is any parent or any child that is going through something similar, this is so relatable. It's just absolute, and it's done in such a way. You know, I guess that's what they call an allegory. You know, it's got the science fiction thing, but it's so sweet.
It is.
So let me explain to those who can't see the book how it's illustrated, because it is really fun and whimsical. It's The Adventure of Asher and Rocket. Where can you find it, by the way?
Oh, you can find it on my website, actually, which is keystosunshine.com, and it's also on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. You type it in and
it's a paper book. It's not a hardbound book. It's not a board book. It's a paper book.
Great if you have a toddler.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it has withstood the test of time. So
Asher approved?
Yes, Asher approved.
And the illustrations are like he's in a space galaxy, and it says silly faces welcomed me as I opened my eyes. So it's the look of the baby looking up at all the medical faces looking at the baby, but they're all astronauts. Everyone's an astronaut
It's
in a
incredible.
spaceship.
It's so
And
colorful.
they're ready to launch. All I hear is all clear coming from down below, homeward bound to this planet called the NICU. Oh, what a bumpy ride. And it's all the people that Asher meets in the NICU.
Yes.
And then Popo brings Rocket. And the friendship
And you
began.
wanted to pay it forward, you were saying, by giving some donations to?
Yes. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that we were able to do this, because while we were there are so many different organizations and things that we experienced while being there. Like the smallest trinkets to like not having to pay for parking, like the things that you don't think you need or know what to ask for. And while we were there, I remember saying like, I cannot wait until we can give back, did not know it was going to be in this form. And I'm so grateful that it is, because reading was one of our main ways of bonding. And so we've been able to go back to Texas Children since this book has come out.
When did you have that idea to, like, hey, I'm going to make a children's book?
And then how long from that idea to this book?
To be completely honest, I love writing and I love reading to him. I have voices and all the things. Like I try to make it as cool as
you're
possible.
a great mom.
Thank you. But so I was just writing in general about my experience, and I was reading it to his dad, and I was like, this is kind of cool. And it just kept going. He's like, this is a book. And we sat there and was like, it is. And then it all came about in spaces, because actually Asher has loved space from day one, can tell you all the planets.
Oh, that's cool.
that's great.
So it was definitely him all the way in.
Let me reset for those just tuning in to the Roula and Ryan show. Every time we have a new voice, I was like, what's going on with the Roula and Ryan show? We're talking to Shauna Keys. She has written a book called The Adventure of Asher and Rocket. Asher is her son. He was born 26 weeks, weighing 1 pound, 6.9 ounces. He had a 103-day journey at the NICU of Texas Children's Hospital right here in Houston. As you know, tomorrow we'll be doing our live broadcast to raise money for Texas Children's. And this book is so fantastically, like, it's just visually attractive for kids.
I mean, it's so colorful.
Because of the colors and space. And so how much does this sell for, or how are these proceeds going to Texas Children? Or how do you
so
break
when
that
it
down?
comes to Texas Children, we're actually a part of another organization called the Little Listeners as well. So we, from that, we've been able to go back in October, and we give back donations from the book, as well as donate additional books when someone purchases them. Sometimes they're able to add an additional purchase to the book, and that additional one is donated back to them.
Great.
And so we're still, finding different ways of giving back as much as
And you
we
even go there and
possibly
you
can.
read to the kids? And
So I was able to go back recently, actually, and participate in Little Listeners and all of that. I was not able to actually read to them that time, but the next time we actually said we're going to go to the library and set up a reading
I got my
for
voices
him.
ready.
Yes, I do. And he's going to be able to go with me and do the things as well. So
That
it's going to
is
be
so
so
neat.
fun.
I love this, because at the back you have pictures of
The real people.
Asher
Yes.
with Rocket, and of Asher in the NICU. What do you call this again? The
Incubator?
The incubator, correct. Thanks. 4 days on this planet, and we've been rocking together ever since. Meet Popo, Asher, and Rocket. It is such a cute book. It's called The Adventure of Asher and Rocket, and you can find it on Amazon. And Shauna's last name, Keys, is Keyes. And when she says sunshine, it's not an S-U-N like the sun. It's like your sun, S-O-N, sunshine.
That's so cute.
So it's keys to sunshine.com for more about the organization. And that is so great. It's so nice to see the whole thing come full circle, and you can pay it forward. The things you learn about Texas Children and what's available
I wish there
to
were more
you.
books like that.
Yeah.
And you know what makes me so happy is that I'm starting to see them more.
Good.
And it's from all different type of perspectives. Like there are those that are, heavy and they tell it from that perspective. But for me specifically, I'm so glad that like I've had people come back and they're like, I was able to have this conversation with my son or my daughter who I didn't know how to bring this up. And I'm like, that was the mission when I thought of it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this is great. But to hear that, and it's not just for babies, it's like older kids, and, even if they didn't experience it personally, I feel that I've heard also often, like, they were able to just talk about it with other things that may be going on, even if it wasn't the NICU.
Relatable. How did you
appreciate that.
find the illustrator for this? It's so well done.
I am so grateful for her. I found her online, actually, and I sent her over some images. I was very particular of certain parts of it, and she took my ideas, because I sketch, but it's like stick figures. That was not going to work.
It's okay.
And when I sent her the pictures and I told her more of his actual story, I feel like she just took it to a whole nother level. And I feel like in the hospital, one thing is why it's so colorful. I'm like, everything feels so just...
Well, Roula's right. It's so visually stimulating.
You need to be able to see it and just experience and bring you joy, even if you're talking about something heavy.
Right. One of the pages in the book, trying to wiggle with hopes these gadgets would fall off, they held on tight with all their might. Rocket reminded me they are there to help me grow big and strong one day. I won't need them all. It's just about, because what you have to know about this book, Asher had, you have the tubes in your nose, and Asher is a little... like an astronaut, and he has that in his nose because he's in the NICU. So it's cool for a child. That's how they're relating to that.
Yes.
Because it is about all the doctors and nurses and all the people you see at the hospital, but they're all in the galaxy, and it's this whole, like, it's such a cute story. That is a great thing, Shauna.
Thank you for coming up here and sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for all that y'all are doing. I am so excited. It's just amazing. You
It's
never
our
know.
privilege, really.
Right.
You never know what the smallest thing that you do and how it impacts that family on that specific day to whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
And that is the mission throughout the rest of our life, to just make sure to continue to put those pieces out there as much as possible.
Right.
So for anyone who's helping with this organization, like whenever they're doing, just know that every little bit does count.
And that's why we're doing Houston's Little Heroes
I think that is
tomorrow.
amazing.
That's what we tell tomorrow. Even little, like, say you only have $5, $10 tomorrow. That all adds up. If we get
It sure does.
10,000 listeners to give $10, holy cow.
Yeah, so it's Houston's Little Heroes. Tomorrow we go live at Texas Children's Hospital. You can get a jump on donating right now if you'd like. Text the call letters KRBE to 51555 and join us all day tomorrow, December 5th, for Houston's Little Heroes. Shauna, God bless you guys. Happy holidays. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for having us.
Take care.
Now,
Here we go.
time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right. In America, we love eating out at restaurants. We love our food.
Yes.
Americans love eating out so much that restaurant industry sales are expected to top $1 trillion this year for the first time ever. So Yelp has released their 25 best new restaurants of 2024. And this is the entire United States of America. 2 restaurants from Houston made the list.
That's good.
2 restaurants. Both are in the Montrose area, and they both feature seafood, sushi, sashimi, and steak. So coming in at number 17 is Katami, Katami. They're number 7.
I'm going to guess, yes, that's right. I've not been to Katami, but I'll try it. Katami,
I haven't
Japanese
been there.
restaurant.
And coming in at number 10, Little Oysters Bar.
Oh, my God, Little's. I love Little's. Little's was
Little's Oyster
it was
Bar.
Little Papa Seafood on Shepherd. Like if you were at
is that
Shepherd
it?
and
Yeah.
West Alabama, I believe, right?
Alabama,
yeah, you know, there's like a Demir's barbecue,
Joe's over
and
there.
yeah, right there.
Cross.
So it was Little Papa Seafood, and they changed the concept to Little's Oyster Bar. And oh my,
I just drive by it. I've
gosh.
never been in there. I need to.
It is like one of those like fancy date night destinations. Like you want to treat yourself to something, or you're celebrating something amazing, or you know, I know people who just after work will want to eat something by themselves. They'll go sit at the bar real fast and have a fantastic experience and just,
Well,
Little's is
Eric,
great.
according to Yelp, they have the 10th best restaurant in the entire United States of America. So that's pretty cool.
Check it
Now,
out.
for the record, there are over 10,000 restaurants in Houston serving food from over 70 countries. And Texas is the only state on this Yelp list that actually has 4 restaurants that made the list were from Texas.
I bet Houston has all those countries.
Oh, yeah.
We have so much to choose from here. It's awesome.
I just want to reiterate again how lucky we are that we have so much good food here, because I meet more and more people who have moved here or moved away from here, and they're like, there is nothing. There's nothing.
I know. I like what I did. I grew up in just a little town, Ottawa, Illinois, nothing. And then you move here, and you have so many choices.
Even JJ, when he left Houston, said, man, the food in Houston.
That's what I'm saying. You leave here and then go somewhere else.
I have a friend that moved here
suck.
moved away 22 years ago and comes here once a year just to eat. Just to
Like
eat.
if Sam ever goes back to Harrisburg,
Yeah. She's
Like,
gonna come here and eat.
have fun with your boring meatloaf and potatoes.
Yeah.
Meatloaf.
You're going to have your 10 franchise restaurants, and that's it.
Have fun with your Applebee's.
All right, coming up next, we've got the
Olive
rapid
Garden
fire
and
quiz,
like-
my friends. It is time for us to get in gear with our trivia, because the Sugarland holiday lights await for our visitors, and the winner is going to win tickets to go with your family and friends to see over 3.5 million Christmas lights and all of the.
How many contestants,
events.
Rolla?
We need 5, right?
Yep, we're all here.
Roula, Eric, Sam, Special K, and Ahmad's going to play. So it's 5 of us. So we need 5 of you. 833-390-KRBE is our phone number. You give us a call. Let's play this game and get you some tickets to Sugarland Holiday Lights next on the Roula and Ryan Show.